Good morning, panel of judge. My name is Aileen Benita Natania Pereira. I'm from Budhi Warman 2 Senior High School. Today, I'm faced with a motion that addresses a critical reality of our time. In areas prone to disaster, this House believes that states should prioritize disaster mitigation over relocation. To set the stage, let me define the key terms of this debate. The first one is disaster mitigation. Disaster mitigation is action taken to reduce the impact of the disaster before it happens or after it happens. For example, include building seawalls, planting green barriers like mangrove, creating better drainage, or making house stronger. The second one is relocation. Relocation. This is when the government moves people, houses, and businesses away from a dangerous area to completely new, safer location. One of the disasters that can be applied by disaster mitigation is erupting volcano. Why disaster mitigation is important? The states have to prioritize disaster mitigation instead of relocation. It's because disaster mitigation is a long-term approach that can be applied throughout the region. Also, the cost of disaster mitigation is cheap. That means the state don't need much money to apply disaster mitigation. In addition, disaster mitigation definitely can decrease fatalities. So, the disaster mitigation that can be applied by the state for erupting volcano are: firstly, volcanic activity monitoring. Government should monitoring activity 24 hours a day through observation posts and issuing early warnings periodically. Secondly, area mapping. Government should establishing and updating the disaster-prone area map, which limit the use of danger zones near mountain peaks. Thirdly is stimulation and education. Government provide regular evacuation, counseling, and simulation so that local communities understand self-rescue measures. And then, the last one, but not least, is provision of evacuation routes. Government should establishing and maintaining evacuation routes and safe temporary shelter facilities. Also, reconstruction and rehabilitation. Government must repairing damaged infrastructure and rebuilding affected areas to make them safer and more resilient to disaster. Thus, disaster mitigation is very effective step in an effort to save people who are not affected or who are affected. It also helps revive disaster affected areas. That's all my state. Thank you.